Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari Jaya Gopi Jana Yashodanandana Braja Janaranjana Yashodanandana Braja Janaranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Yamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Hare शिवधर्म हरिनाम संकीर्तन की, ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की, जगत गुरु श्रील प्रभुपाद की। Hare Krishna, very happy to be here amongst all of you. So here Puram is a very vibrant center with all vibrant devotees. Very nice, very nice. So the center is very dear to me because the center head Veni Madhaprabhu is very dear to me. He is my close friend. So we share our heart whenever we meet. But I heard he understood I am coming, so he left to some other program. So morning from 6:30 to 8, I had a class in HBR layout. So from there I came. So while coming, I was thinking that how fortunate our situation is that all of us, we come together. And the only thing that we do is Shravan Kirtan. Yes, that's what is our job description. Shravan Kirtan. When we go out for book distribution, on Sunday especially, people say, I cannot touch Gita. Have you heard? Huh? Why do they say that? I have eaten non-veg today. So while coming on the road, I saw a lot of shops. And I was thinking how nice that now I'm going to go to a center where so many devotees who are following purity are going to sit in the class and help me to be more absorbed. I feel very fortunate to be amongst all of you. So let's begin. So we'll begin with the prayers and then we'll recite this shloka. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tatho Jayamudiraye Nashna Praeshva Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavatyottama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki. So we're reading from Canto 2. Yes. Yeah. Chapter 5, text 26, 27, 28 and 29. We'll just recite shloka number 26. Navasota vikurvana Abhut sparsha guno nilaha Paranvaya shabdavamscha Prana oja saho balam Navasotha vikurvana Abhut sparsha guno nilaha Paranvayak shabdavamscha Pran oja saho balam Nabasotha vikurvana Abhut sparsha guno nilaha Paranvayak shabdavamscha Prana ojah saho balam. Three Prabhujis and three Matajis. Okay, word to word meaning. Navasaha, of the sky. Atha, thus. Vikoravana, being transformed. Abhut, generated. Sparsha, touch. Gunaha, quality. Anilaha, air. Para, previous. Anvaya, by succession. Shabdavan, full of sound. Cha, also. Pranaha, life. Ojaha, sense perception. Sahaha, fat. Balam, strength. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami, Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. So this translation to 26 to 29 verses. Because the sky is transformed, the air is generated with the quality of touch. And by previous succession, the air is also full of sound and the basic principles of duration of life. Sense perception, mental power and bodily strength. When the air is transformed in course of time in nature's course, fire is generated taking shape with the sense of touch and sound. Since fire is also transformed, there is manifestation of water full of juice and taste. As previously, it also has form and touch and is also full of sound. And water being transformed from all variegatedness on earth appears odorous and as previously becomes qualitatively full of juice, touch, sound and form respectively. Understood everyone? Perfect. The whole process of creation is an act of gradual evolution and development from one element to another, reaching up to the variegatedness of the earth as so many trees, plants, mountains, rivers, reptiles, birds, animals and varieties of human beings. The quality of sense perception is also evolutionary, namely generated from sound, then touch, and from touch to form, taste and odor are also generated along with gradual development of sky, air, fire, water and earth. They are all mutually the cause and effect of one another, but the original cause is the Lord Mahavishnu in plenary portion as Mahavishnu lying in causal water of the Mahatattva. As such, Lord Krishna is described in Brahma Samhita as the cause of all causes. And this is confirmed in Bhagavad Gita as follows. Aham sarvasya prabhavo matta sarva pravartate iti matva bhajante mam bodha bhava samanvitah. The qualities of sense perception are fully represented in the earth and they are manifested in other elements to a lesser extent. In the sky there is sound only, whereas in the air there are sound and touch. In the fire there are sound, touch and shape, and in the water there is taste also, along with other perceptions, namely sound, touch and shape. In earth, however, there are all the above mentioned qualities with an extra development of odor also. Therefore, on the earth, there is a full display of variegatedness of life, which is originally started with basic principle of air. Diseases of the body take place due to derangement of air within the earthly body of the living beings. Mental diseases result from special derangement of air within the body, and as such yogic exercise is especially beneficial to keep the air in order so that diseases of the body become almost nil by such exercises. When they are properly done, the duration of life also increases. And one can have control over death also by such practices. A perfect yogi can have command over death and quit the body at the right moment when he is competent to transfer himself to a suitable planet. The Bhakti Yogi, however, surpasses all the yogis because by dint of his devotional service, he is promoted to the region beyond the material sky and is placed in one of the planets in the spiritual sky by the supreme will of the Lord, the controller of everything. Om Ajnanatimmirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshuronmilitam Jena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Jena Bhutale Swayam Rupaha Kadamayyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guruho Shri Juta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padam Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamscha Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pacharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhyaiva cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gauratvishe Namaha. He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Yapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Mukam karoti vachalam pangum langhayate girim yat kripatam vande Shri Gurum Dinatarinam Paramananda Madhavam Shri Chaitanya Ishwaram. So once again, welcome everyone. It's a very technical verse. In fact, the entire canto is technical, second canto. Now, one thing that we can analyze is we have different gross elements. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, please repeat. Bhumirapo nalo vayuhu Khammano buddhireva cha Ahankaram iti yamme Bhinna prakritirashtadha. So Lord Krishna is saying that I have got 8 separated energies of mine. They are called as material energies. He says Bhumi, Apa, Anala, Vayu, Kham. Bhumi, earth. Apa, water. Bhumi, Apa, Anala, fire. Bhumi, Apa, Anala, Vayu, air. Kham, sky or ether. So these are the 5 gross elements. And our body is made up of these 5 elements. The gross body is made up of these 5 elements. Now see, when it comes to Kham, that is ether, so sound travels through ether. Therefore, in this particular verse that we saw, so we understood that the perception or sense perception of sound or the sense object sound is invoked. So ether, sound is there. Then little bit up if you go, then we have air, little grosser than ether. So in air, sound propagates in air? Yes. Along with that, we also can touch, we can feel the air. Now little bit above if you go, then we have fire. We can hear the fire when it burns. Can you feel the fire? All of you have felt it some or the other time? If you don't, I can help you. And what is the next thing that gets added now? Form. Now you can see the form. Let's go a little bit grosser now. Water. So we can hear the water here. Then we can touch. We can see. We can taste. Now that gets added. And finally the grossest element that is there is earth. Now earth has got all the 5 sense perceptions activated. So hearing is there, then we can feel it. When you touch it, you can feel it. Next, the shape that is there. You can taste also. Have you all tasted earth? All of you? And got beatings after that? Yeah? Soil? What to talk about us? Krishna ate dirt and no, he had a tough time with his mother. What to talk about us? And along with that now, we can smell. Yes. So in this way we see that from subtle to gross, we have all these different senses getting activated. In Prasadam prayers we sing, Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he says, Sharira avidya jal jada indriya tahe kal. Srila Prabhupada, in one of the purport, 11th canto, 8th chapter, shloka 7, in the purport he quotes Sridhar Swami. And he says that different animals, they have got different senses very strong. Now whenever I say a sense is strong, you can understand that, okay, that sense object attraction is very strong. Say for example, Sridhar Swami first he says, fire. Now as soon as I see fire, so my sight is very strong. So my eyes, senses, and the sense object that is form or the fire, now the strong attraction is there. It is described, there is an insect called moth. Now this moth has got so much of attraction towards this glittering fire. It rushes into the fire and he just gets into the fire. What do you think might have happened to the moth? Gone, Haribol. Done. Yes. Now what happened? Eyes were there for the moth and it was getting attracted strongly to the fire. Form. Now it's getting attracted strongly, and because of that one sense, that is eyes, the moth met its death. Then Sridhar Swami comments second. He says bee, a bumblebee or a honeybee or whatever. Bee. Now for the bee, it goes to different flowers. Full day it will keep going to one flower. And the smell of the flower is something that is very intoxicating for the bee. So the smelling power and the smell, you see, the smell and the smelling power, both of them, they're very strong and they're attracting each other. Now this bee going to different flowers. Now in the evening, when it is sitting in the lotus flower and the fragrance of the lotus is going into its nose, now it is so intoxicated. Now what happens is, in the evening, the lotus is like this, slowly the lotus closes. Now see, this bee is knowing very well lotus is closing, but what to do? The fragrance is so nice that it closes, and guess what? The bee dies inside the lotus flower. Because of one sense, that is smelling. The sense perception of smelling. Because of that. So moth died because of the sight. The bee is dying because of smell. How strong the moth's eyes will be and how strong the nose of bees will be. Next is elephant. It is described, see, you cannot capture elephant just like that. Don't try also. It's very dangerous. Huge body, huge. But still we see in circus and all, elephants are there. Even in zoo they keep elephants. And in different places, elephants are trained to carry the Lord on the back. How do they capture the elephant? It is described that a female elephant is trained first. And now this female elephant, just imagine there is female elephant here, male elephant is this side. In between, there's a big ditch that is dug, huge. size of the elephant, bigger than the size of elephant. And then that is covered with grass, leaves and other things. It's almost looking like ground, flat ground. Now I don't know what the female elephant does. Maybe she winks the eye or says, "Hi, handsome." I don't know what she does. But from this side, the female elephant, somehow, some indication, and this male elephant goes mad. He goes mad to touch the female elephant. That touch is strong for the elephant. And this male elephant runs to go and touch the female elephant. And guess what? In between there's a ditch and he falls inside that. Hari Bol. Now just think about it. If the male elephant is not given any food, the male elephant will die. For some days the food is not given. Then whoever the hunter or the trainer, he comes there and then he sees the elephant. Now elephant is very weak. Then he'll give some grass to the elephant. Then elephant starts feeling, oh, he's the person, he's my well-wisher. He's my well-wisher. So slowly and steadily, elephant feels that he's my well-wisher and starts taking shelter of the hunter. And in this way, the hunter or the trainer, he trains the elephant. Can you imagine how strong the sense of touch will be for an elephant? Next is deer. So for deer, how the deers are captured by the hunter, because you cannot run behind a deer, it's very fast. Jumps. So what the hunter will do is, he'll just be there at one place and he'll play his flute. He'll play his flute or some nice music. And the hearing of the deer is so strong and the soothing music is so attractive. Wherever the deer is there in the forest, in the dense forest, it slowly walks towards the sound. And guess what? As the deer comes to the hunter, it is hearing the sound, it is intoxicated by the music. At that time, the deer is killed, and whatever musk is there in this body, that is taken. So imagine the sound or the sense of hearing is so strong, and it is so addicted to hearing that it gets killed. And finally, fish. See, in the water, there is so much to eat for the fish. But as soon as there's a bait that is put in the water by the fisherman, immediately the fish will go and catch that. Because the tongue of the fish is so strong, the sense perception of taste is so strong, it wants to go and taste it. It will go and put its mouth and Haribol. The fish comes out and done. In Bengal they say that fish is also vegetarian. You know that? Some Bengalis say. You know why? Because they say that fish is phal, fruit. Which fruit? Jal phal. And Krishna says patram pushpam phalam. Jal phal. They say jol phal. That's how they pronounce jol phal. Now, okay, let's revise. We have seen 5 animals and 5 senses are very strong for them. One sense is very strong. First, moth. Sight was very strong, yes. Second, bee. Smelling sense is very strong. Third, elephant. Sense of touch is very strong. Fourth, deer. Sense of hearing is very strong. And fish. Sense of tasting is very strong. So these 5 are very strong. One animal, one sense was strong. Now the acharyas say, maybe you all can answer. For human beings, which sense is strong? All. Did you say all? One sense, and that animal is meeting with its death. And human beings, all 5 senses are strong. Krishna. When we were saying, oh, it got into fire, Haribol. Ours is big Haribol. Big Haribol, my God. Just think about it, how pathetic our situation is. Therefore, our Acharya, Bhaktivinoda Thakur, in a song, so there's a book called Gitavali by Bhaktivinoda Thakur, and in that there's a song called Prasad Sevaya. Many songs. In that song, one is our Prasadam prayers that we chant. So in that, the first line is Sharira Avidya Jal. So this entire body is network of ignorance. And that we can feel easily when we sit in a Bhagavatam class. And slowly the body goes down. Slowly the eyes close. Bhagavatam speaker feels that that person has gone into Samadhi. And he also feels the same. Sometimes we have seen devotees sitting beside each other and say one devotee is in Samadhi, he wakes up. Prabhu, I was meditating, Haribol. Very nice, meditating, very nice. So actually your body is full of ignorance. See, that is the reason. See, it's not that devotees are insincere. Devotees are sincere. Devotees want to practice bhakti. They want to become serious. They want to go intense. But what to do? This body is such ignorant entity that even if I want to be in mode of goodness or whatever, it pulls us down. It pulls us down. Yes. See, as soon as we take prasad, immediately we feel sleepy, no? Immediately. See, ideally, when you take prasad, you should be fully energetic and you should be doing more seva. But our body is in such ignorance. You should take prasad and then you're done. Yes, we need some rest after that. So, Sharira avidyajal. This body is actually network of ignorance or network of illusion. Then he says, Jadendriya tahekal. Jada Indriya tahekal basically means that all these indriyas which are there, those are all the entities which will take the human being closer to death. Kal. And actually that's a fact. We realize, no? One animal, one sense is strong. And for human beings, all senses are strong. Naturally, all these senses act as agents taking us closer to death. That is our situation. Jodhendriya taheka. Now the worst part is jive fele vishay sagare. This is the worst part. What do you mean by vishaya? Material sense objects. For eyes, the sense objects is form or sight. For nose, smell. For ears, sound. That is the sense object. And for skin, touch is the sense object. And for tongue, taste is the sense object. So now all these five senses are there. Firstly, imagine the situation. All the five senses are strong. And now the jiva is thrown into a sagara, into an ocean of sense objects. Now see the combination. Senses are strong and now you are there in the ocean of sense objects. Now the way the moth was running into fire or the deer was going towards the hunter, like that for us everywhere sense objects are there. And all the senses are strong. And just imagine, sense object, senses. Naturally we get attracted and person dies. Now my question is, Krishna is so cruel, I tell you. See, you think about it. Firstly, what is the need to give strong senses? Okay, he gave strong senses, okay. What is the need to put us in the ocean of sense objects? You see, things around, they're beautiful, so naturally you get attracted. Or you want to hear. I think tongue is something that I can speak more. Yes? Especially those devotees who have taken a vow now, I'll take only prasad. And before coming to ISKCON, you're eating on some roadside thela, some bhaji or some pakoda or whatever, and you're passing through that same place. And naturally that smell goes into the nose and only prasad, no, I'll not take. Naturally feel like getting attracted, naturally. The point is, why did Krishna do this? Just think about the very, very important thing. Every day we chant Maha-Prasadam prayers, but I'm sure none of us pay attention to what we are chanting. And sometimes it is 2x speed. Hare Krishna, Maha-Prasad ki jai. I'm so hungry, so. But see, this is so philosophical because our Bhaktivinoda Thakur is an acharya. And he has written this, such an amazing philosophical prayer. So now the question comes that what is the need for the Lord to throw us in like this? Our situation is like, just imagine a diabetic patient who loves sweet. But he has been told by the doctor, if you eat any sweet, you will die. And now he is locked into a room, and in the room, there are all varieties of sweet. And for few days, he is left inside that room. Same situation is ours. All our senses are strong. We like to do sense gratification, isn't it? If we say that, I was asking this question in another place, so how many of us like to do bhakti? And devotees are a little hesitant. How many of you like to do sense gratification? There also they are hesitant because devotee association. But the fact is, natural tendency of a living entity is to do sense gratification. Natural. As of now. But our natural constitutional position is Jivera Swarup Hoy Krishna Nitya Das. So we are Das of Krishna. Das of Krishna means we have to serve Krishna. Service to Krishna means bhakti. So actually bhakti is natural for us, but unfortunately, as of now, our second nature has become sense gratification. That is what is our current situation. Very, very difficult situation. So now the question comes, why? Why Krishna has put us into this material world like this? We'll answer this question, but next two lines of Prasadam prayer is Sharira Avidya Jal Jada Indriya Tahekal. Now you all remember the meaning? Today when you are in front of Prasadam plate, you should remember all this. Especially those 5 animals. Then after that, Jive Pele Vishaya Sagare. We are thrown into Sagara of Vishaya. Then Taram Madhye Jivha Ati Lobh Moy. Taram Madhye Jiva Ati Lobh Moy Sudurmati. So out of all the senses, the strongest sense is the tongue. Jivha. Tara Madhye, out of all the senses, Tara Madhye Jivha, tongue, Ati Lobhamay, very, very greedy. Very, very greedy. Ati Lobhamay, and then Sudurmati. It doesn't have buddhi. Sudurmati. Bad intelligence. And Take Jita Katin Samsare. Very difficult to control this tongue. Very difficult. Therefore, in Shastra again and again it is given, the most voracious sense is tongue. Most voracious. In Nectar of Instruction, in the first shloka, Vacho Vegam, Manasa Krodha Vegam, in that shloka, so Jiva Vegam comes. And in that our Acharyas give purport. And there they say that if your tongue is under control, everything will come under control. And especially they say tongue, belly and genitals, they are in 3 lines. They say straight line, all the 3. All the 3 are boneless muscle. There is no bone. You check if your tongue has a bone? No, right? We don't have. Stomach does not have a bone, genitals don't have bone, so they are in straight line. So our acharyas, they say, if we can control the tongue, naturally it will be easy for us to control the belly and the genitals. And if someone can control all the 3, oh, he's a dhira. He's a sense control person. Now in this way, this is the shloka. And we are completely stuck. This is the feeling that all of us should get when we chant this shloka. Sharira avidya jal, entire body is full of ignorance. Jadendriya tahekal, all our senses are strong, taking us closer to death. Jive Pele Vishay Sagare, we are thrown into the ocean of sense objects. And in that also, Taram Madhye Jiva, the tongue, Atil Lobhamoy, Take Jita Katin Samsare. Very difficult to control. Again, we come back to the same question, why Krishna did this with us? Maybe Krishna will be feeling very nice, no? Good. You get attracted there, you get attracted here. Very nice, good. See, Krishna, he calls himself as our eternal well-wisher. Which shloka? Which shloka? Chapter 5, shloka 29, Bhagavad Gita. Bhuktaram yagya tapasam sarvaloka maheshwaram suradam sarvabhutanam yatva mam shantim rachyati. So there Krishna is saying, hey Arjun, I am eternal well-wisher of everyone. Suradam sarvabhutanam. Everyone's eternal well-wisher. Come on, well-wisher cannot do all this. How can a well-wisher put someone in such a deadly situation? But you know what? Krishna was forced to do this. Who forced Krishna? We. You know who forced Krishna? Not neighbor. We only. We forced Krishna. We were with Krishna and we are telling Krishna that Krishna serving you all the time difficult. See, you are enjoying, no? I also want to enjoy. And Krishna is like, Arey Baba, see, I am Bhokta and you are Bhogya. So I am enjoyer and you are enjoyed. Now you cannot take the position of enjoyer. If you take the position of enjoyer, you will have tough time. No, I also enjoy. I want to enjoy. It's like almost a small girl going to the mother. Just imagine 2-year, 3-year-old girl. Mother is cooking in the kitchen, and the girl goes and she says, "Mama, I want to cook. I want to become like you." Beta, not time hai abhi. No, time is there. No, I want to cook now. The mother is thinking that so much of fire is there. What if she gets burned? What will happen to her? What if oil falls on her? If fire catches onto her clothes? But she is crying, "No, I want. She is going mad. The mother says, okay, somehow to pacify her, so what I will do is, I'll give her a kitchen set. Those plastic, steel, whatever. And then, as soon as that is given, have you seen girls and boys? Very seriously they'll keep cooking. Have you seen that? I don't know what they cook. Full day they keep cooking. And they're very serious about, okay, now I'll put the stove and then I'll put this, I'll make tea. And I've seen that if they come and offer you tea, and if you don't drink, they'll cry. So you have to act as, okay, very nice, good. Now after cooking so much, still when the child is hungry, the child comes to mother. "Mama, I am hungry." Now mother will say, "From last 5 hours you are cooking. You might have made chappan bhog till now. Eat whatever you have cooked. Eat." "Oh, no, I want to eat what you have cooked." This is exactly what is our situation. Very unfortunate situation. Instead of being in service of Krishna, we wanted to be the enjoyer. Krishna said, okay, see, you cannot enjoy here in spiritual world for sure. It will be very harmful for yourself. So, I'll create a pink kitchen set for you. Go and cook how much ever you want there. Krishna created this material world for us. And how Krishna created material world? Through Mahavishnu. So Mahavishnu is lying on his Sheshanag in the causal ocean, and from each pore of his body comes many universes. He glances and all the material nature is activated. So for Krishna it doesn't take a long time to create the material world. But look at the unfortunate situation. Because we wanted to enjoy, Krishna created this world, and guess what? Each and every living entity, especially human beings, are very serious in cooking. Are you all observing that around? Everyone is very serious in cooking. I have to go to office, I have to do this, I have to do that. Yes? Very serious in their day-to-day activities. Very serious. You go on the streets now, you see so much of traffic, everyone is serious. Everyone is going somewhere or the other, like a small kid cooking. Yes? So it was our desire to do sense gratification. And look at how merciful our Lord is. Krishna bada dayomai. How merciful Krishna is. So we wanted to do sense gratification. Krishna said, okay, chalo, I'll award you. I'll award your place and award your body to do sense gratification. So Krishna gave us this pink kitchen set that we can see around, very attractive. And then he gave us this body. Now if I want to enjoy, then senses should be strong, no? Then I can enjoy better. Then Krishna blessed us, tathastu, have all the senses strong. Tathastu. So eyes are strong, ears are strong, tongue is strong, nose is strong, everything is strong in our body. Tathastu. Now after this, our Supreme Lord, he said, okay, now senses are strong, but there should be sense objects also around. How will you enjoy or else? How will you enjoy? Therefore what Krishna did is, he created sense objects around, so many. See how much he loves us. We said, I want to do sense gratification. We cried for it. And then Krishna said, okay, I will allow you. He created the place, he created the body, and he put all the sense objects around us. And then he said, enjoy, Madi. Go, enjoy. But now see, you cannot enjoy because you know Krishna is Supreme Personality of Godhead. You cannot enjoy. Now you might have seen when parents are there and kids are doing some activity, they'll keep an eye on parents. Small kids I'm talking about. As soon as parents go, their mischievous activities will start. Now see, since parents were present, they are not able to do their mischievous activities. Similarly, if I all the time know that Krishna is watching me and Krishna is Supreme Personality of Godhead, And it's very difficult to enjoy. Therefore, Krishna, he told his energy, Maya, Maya, go. Cover this person with full of ignorance. He should forget me completely. And therefore Maya comes and she covers us with ignorance. See, Maya, we always curse Maya, no? Because of Maya I am suffering. No. Maya doing service. She is doing very important service because we wanted to enjoy. She has kept us now in illusion. She puts us in avidya. She puts us in avidya and she makes us believe, beta, you are not spirit soul, you are body. And we are like, yes, I'm body. Yes. And now in this situation, in this world, we are trying to enjoy. Look at Krishna's planning and arrangement only because we had that one desire to enjoy. So he created all this. And ignorant living entity, he asked, why Lord created this place like this? Okay, if this was the case, he could have created everything so happy and so nice. Why he created suffering then? Senses, sense object come together. Little happiness, more suffering. Why Krishna did like that? Tell me, if senses, sense object come together and there is eternal happiness, what is the danger? It's good, no, sense and sense object come together. Very nice, enjoy. But why this little enjoyment and so much of suffering? Why? Oh, it's almost like saying you need to first drink a Karela juice to taste mango juice. Yeah.
Because we are being Maha-Prasad, we can never enjoy independence of Krishna. And if the sense and sense object is always together, and the forgetfulness of Krishna is always present.
So Prabhu's point is forgetfulness of Krishna will always be there if we always keep enjoying. You know what? Krishna is very possessive for all of us. Very possessive. He cannot share us with anyone. And he cannot live without us. See, Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, 7th chapter, Shloka 7. Which Shloka that is? Bhakti Shastris are there around? Yeah. Please repeat. Matta parataram nanya kinchidasti dhananjaya. Next. Mai sarvam idam protam sutre mani ganaiva. See, Krishna is so possessive for us. He says, I am thread and all of you are beads, money. See, Krishna could have said, I am thread and you are garbage on the thread. He could have said, no, anyways, we are useless people only. He could have said, you are garbage on the. But Krishna gives so much importance to us. He loves us so much. He's so much possessive for us. He wants us to be with him. He says, I am thread and all of you are money. All of you are beads on that. So Krishna is very possessive for us and he wants us back home. My question is, Krishna needs us, huh? Only if we cook and offer bhoga to him, then only he get food. Chinta mani prakara sadma sukalpa vriksha Lakshavrateshu surabhira vipalayantam Lakshmi sahasra shata sambrama sevyamanam Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami. We are contaminated beings, and when we cook and offer food to Krishna, you know what we do? We cook, say we are cooking sweet rice. We cook sweet rice very nicely, add cashew, kishmish and everything to that, and before offering it to Krishna, what do we put on that? You know what? Along with tulasi, we also take some sand and put it around that. And then give it to Krishna. Krishna, take. You know what is that sand? Our anarthas. Krishna, take. Now tell me, all of us, say today in Sunday, after Sunday feast, say sweet rice is it? Okay, sweet rice. So say that before serving you, they put stones in that and give it to you. Will it be enjoying experience? You have to remove it. Oh, what is this? Who cooked? Who is that? Which circle cooked? Or whatever. Yes. So we will not enjoy. So do you think Krishna enjoys what we offer? But still he accepts? My God. Our service is like this, full of contamination. We are offering it to Krishna. And when it comes to the Lord, He is still accepting. He is still accepting. So wonderful. The point that I am trying to make is, Our service is contaminated, but still Krishna accepts. Why? For our purification. So actually Krishna needs us or no? He does not need us. He does not need us. Yes? So there is no need for Krishna to have contaminated beings around us. In fact, entire creation of Krishna is divided into two parts, 3/4 and 1/4. Tripad Vibhuti, Ekpad Vibhuti. The majority, 3/4 is spiritual world. The proper residents are staying in spiritual world. And in this 1/4 world, material world, criminals are staying. So 1/4, 3/4. Tell me, now so many residents are there, all pure devotees, all of them are serving so nicely. Why Krishna needs criminals now? Paining a little bit. What to do? We have been like that. Yes, we have been in this. We have rejected Krishna. We are here enjoying life. See, this is what is exactly our current situation. Krishna actually does not need us. But still Krishna is very possessive. Like any parent, possessive of their kids. Say they have two kids. One of them is very good and one of them is very bad. So will in the middle of the night when both the kids are sleeping, will the mother go with a knife? Today I will. Anytime. Whenever say that kid is not well or whatever, mother takes care of the kid so nicely, no? Yes? So in this way, it's very, very important point to note that Krishna is also like that. He's very possessive for all his kids. It's not that he needs us, but actually we need him. But we are not realizing that. And therefore Krishna, since he wants us back home, back to Godhead, he says, if in this world, everything I create, senses, sense object, and when they come together, and if they keep enjoying all the time, then who will come for Gita course? I mean, who will turn towards me? It means they'll remain, like that Prabhu said, all the time will remain in this world only. Therefore, Krishna again Krishna Bada Dayamaya. By mercifully, Krishna created suffering. So that when senses, sense object come together, we enjoy because we had that desire. Then Krishna also created suffering so that we realize this is not a place to live. Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, Prabhupada's Guru, what does he compare the entire world with? Dukhalayam is Krishna saying. What is our Saraswati Thakur saying? This is a place which is like? No, hospital, jail are still good. He says, this place is like toilet. Finish your job and get lost from this place. Don't sit and read newspapers. Can you imagine? Our acharyas know what they are saying. So basically, look at this very important point that Krishna mercifully, he created this place so that we can enjoy. Second, he mercifully created suffering so that we can go back to him. Actually, he does not need us, but we need him to make us realize that, beta, you need me, come. Just for that, Krishna has created this suffering. And when the living entity goes through suffering, why me? Hey, why you? You only are needed there. Go. Why me? Therefore, it's a very important point to note. Krishna is always merciful in all his activities. Now, do we understand why Sharira Avidya Jal? Yes, so we can forget Krishna. Jadendriya Tahe Kal, why senses are strong? So we can enjoy nicely. Jive Fele Vishwe Sagare, why we are thrown in the ocean of senses or sense objects so that we can enjoy nicely. And then Krishna has created one sense very strong. So that enjoy as much as you want. Jive Fele Vishwe, sorry. Taramate Jivhati, Lobhamay Sudurmati, Take Jita Katin Samsare, Krishna Bada. Krishna Bada. So now, one of the important point which we need to understand is, when the living entity, when he keeps struggling in this world lifetime after lifetime, then finally he realizes, no, I cannot eat what I have cooked from so many lifetimes. Yeah, that small girl was cooking for so many hours. After many hours she realizes, oh no, I cannot eat this. Let me go to mother. Similarly, we realize after many, many lifetimes that I cannot eat what I have cooked. So finally we turn towards our mother. That is Krishna. And when we get completely frustrated, when we get, hey, what happened, Haribol? Go behind. Everyone is there with Tilak. Maybe Krishna has sent him, go stamp tilak on these people. So when we get completely frustrated in this world suffering, so at that time we turn towards Krishna. Therefore, when you go on the street, only few people are there who will take books from you. Isn't it? And sometimes you're convincing someone so nicely. You're telling, you're opening the books, showing various pictures and saying, see, Sanskrit shloka, word to word meaning, purport, all that. And then he didn't take, after half an hour of discussion, and from behind, you have Bhagavad Gita? I want Bhagavad Gita. And he was shocked. This person I was convincing, he didn't take. 2 days back, our devotees, they had put stall in our area. And they were winding up. So in that time, one Mataji came. And you know what she's asking? Do you have Bhagavatam set? Do you have Bhagavatam set? Our devotees were taken away. Bhagavatam set? And then our devotees are explaining, it seems, yeah, this is a good time, it's marathon, and there's a discount on Bhagavatam, etc., etc. And she said, yeah, I'm searching for Bhagavatam set. No, I didn't get. Can you please give me one? So immediately she called her husband, got the Lakshmi, she immediately transferred and she took the Bhagavatam set. On the street, not a devotee, not ISKCON devotee. Then at that time when they were telling Prabhu, like this it happened, so I was telling Krishna does all this to show us, actually he is the book distributor and not we. He is the one who actually distributes the book. So therefore we see that when a living entity, when he realizes that I cannot eat what I have cooked, then he turns towards spirituality. After many, many lifetimes, therefore you will find such people on the street. And you know what? All of us, we belong to that category. Somehow by Krishna's mercy, we all have received Krishna's mercy. It is said, no, Brahmanda Brahmite Kon Bhagyavan Jeev, Guru Krishna Prasade Paya, Bhakti Lata Bij. You know what? All of us, we have received that mercy of the Lord. We are so fortunate. Therefore, we are coming together like this, sitting in a Bhagavatam class and trying to understand Krishna Bada Dayamaya, how merciful he is. Then only very few people will come to Krishna. Many times people ask, Prabhuji, we are giving free sessions, free prasadam, everything is free. Still people don't come, but what to do? They are busy cooking. The day will come and they'll realize, I cannot eat what I have cooked. Then they'll come to Krishna. Then they will come to Krishna. That's a fact. That's a fact. Now, after we get frustrated and we come to Krishna, I say, Krishna, I want you. You come to the altar, Krishna, I want you. You're so merciful. I want you. You know what? At that, many times people ask, Prabhuji, why Krishna tests so much? As soon as devotee starts chanting and he says, Krishna, I want you, immediately he takes us to Golok, no? Yes or no? Huh? Everyone says that, yes? Even I feel the same. So much of hard work every day, 16 rounds, get up early in the morning. One round we chant, Krishna, take us back home. But you know why? What Krishna does? He will test. This test is there in Ramayana also. When Lord Ram, when he went to, when he was exiled, and then after everything, he's coming back. He didn't go directly to Ayodhya. He stopped at a place at Bharadwaj Muni's ashram. And from there he sent Hanuman. He sent Hanuman to check what is Bharata doing. And he asked Hanuman, go and check how much attachment Bharat has for ruling Ayodhya. And Lord Ram said, if Bharat has even little tinge of attachment to rule Ayodhya, lead the place, I'll return. I'll not go to Ayodhya. So that time Hanuman goes, he checks. And then as soon as Hanuman speaks about the glories of Lord Ram, Bharat starts crying profusely. And Hanuman realized, oh, he does not want kingdom. He wants the king of the kingdom, that is Lord Ram. He goes and he tells Lord Ram. So Lord Ram tested Bharat. Similarly, when we tell Krishna, Krishna, I want you. At that time, Krishna starts testing the devotee. Again, consider a small kid in a cradle. Now the small kid is in the cradle and the kid cries. Now the mother comes and she puts a toy in the cradle and she leaves the toy. And now this crying kid, he looks at the toy and he's smiling. And again after some time he starts crying. Now mother comes and she turns the toy. And now he's turning. And again he stops crying. And after some time again he starts crying. Then she switches on the light in that toy. Now it's turning also, light is also there. Now again, the kid is looking and he's quiet. Again after some time he's crying. Then mother comes and switches on the sound. Now it's turning, light is there, sound is there. Again he stops crying. He smiles, he's enjoying. Again he starts crying. And finally, when the child is crying and mother is putting so many toys and still the child is crying, then the mother understands, actually he's hungry. Actually he's hungry, I should feed the child now. So the mother will take the child and start feeding. Similar is our case. So now when we go in front of the Lord, Krishna, enough, I want you. Then immediately Krishna will tell Maya, Maya, test a little bit. And then immediately promotion. Bonus. And the living entity busy. And how to spend this money? Yes. See a young boy, he comes in front of the Lord and he says, Krishna, I am yours. I want to be a full-time servant, brahmachari in the ashram. And the multiple cases which I have seen, a brahmachari is saying like that, he's planning to resign. And he gets an offer from other company which has double the package. And says, Krishna, I'll come back to you again. Let's meet later. And you know what? Like this, Krishna is testing. Again, Krishna Bada Dayamai. Why is he testing, Because he wants to understand that you still want to enjoy, you want to come back. If you want to enjoy, I'll make arrangement for you. If you still want to enjoy, I'll make arrangement for you. If you are really ready now that you want to just serve, then I'll take you. So Krishna is testing like that. Krishna Bada Dayamai. Now, when finally the devotee is crying, so at that time, well, I want you, I want you. His Holiness Gaur Govind Swami Maharaj, Prabhupada's disciple, he says, I have opened a crying school. All the students who get admission here, we teach them how to cry for Krishna. And if we learn how to cry for Krishna, that is what is the goal, that's what is the destination. So now say we are crying for Krishna and then we go to him after many, many billions of lifetimes. Actually we are here for many, many lifetimes. And then we tell Krishna, now Krishna enough, I don't want anything. So at that time will Krishna say that till now I was calling you, you didn't come. I tried my best. I came as different incarnations. I came as Bhagavad Gita as it is. I came as Bhagavatam. I sent my own associates like Prabhupada and others. So many acharyas I have sent. I myself came as the holy name. And you didn't come, I reject you, get lost. Will Krishna say that? No. Krishna will not say that. In fact, just to help us, when sense and sense object come together and we are suffering, just to help us, Krishna comes in various different forms. And one form is Maha-Prasad. Krishna comes in the form of Maha-Prasad. So in the prayer we say, Take jita kathin samsare, Krishna bada dayamai, Korhi bare jivha jai. Just to help us win over our tongue. Just to win over our jivha. Kori bare jivha jai. What did Krishna give? Swa, prasad, anna dilo bhai. He gave us his own prasad. He came in our life as prasad. So now, during this entire journey, whatever I described till now, throughout all the lifetimes, Krishna has been assisting us to win over our tongue, win over our senses, become purified and get closer to him by coming in the form of prasad. So he comes in the form of prasad, yes, just to help us. Because one thing is very clear, as stated in Chaitanya Charitamrita. Jivera lalsa iti uti dhai shishnodara parayana Krishna nahi pai. If a person is running behind to satisfy his tongue and genitals, that person can never attain Krishna. Now Krishna knows this fact. Therefore he comes as prasad to help us. Therefore in many classes, all of you might have heard Prabhupada saying, with tongue only two activities you have to do. First, chanting Hare Krishna. In other place I asked, two activities, having prasad. Before that chanting. Yes. So chanting Hare Krishna. And second is? Prasad. Having only prasad. Only word is very important, you see. Whatever you put in your mouth, that should be prasad. So Krishna says these two, or Srila Prabhupada stresses on these 2 points. And Prabhupada says, what happens when you have prasad? Maha-Prasad. So you all can go through this purport. Bhagavad Gita chapter 3, shloka 14. In that purport, Prabhupada says, 4 benefits of having prasad. First, nourishes the body spiritually. Second, counteracts all reactions to past material infections. Because as soon as you have prasad, naturally what happens? All the sinful reactions are burnt. Third, makes one sufficiently resistant to material affection. So it acts like a shield for us now. We don't get attracted to various different things. And finally, progress in self-realization, progress in bhakti. Can you imagine, just by having prasad, the person progresses in bhakti? This is exactly what Uddhava is telling to Krishna. And he says, Uchishta bhojino dasas tava mayam jaye mahi. He says, by eating the remnants of your meals, we, your servants, will indeed conquer your illusory energy maya. So just by having prasad, a devotee can conquer over maya, conquer over the current situation that he's stuck in. So prasadam is very powerful and prasadam is very rare. There's one pastime where Narada Muni goes to Lakshmi Devi and he's saying, I want prasad of Vishnu, can you please give me? And at that time Lakshmi Devi is saying, no, that's very difficult. Lord has told me not to give it to anyone. Now Lakshmi Devi is very morose and Krishna sees her, his wife is not happy. Okay, then he starts asking what happened. See, Narada Muni has so and so request and you have told not to give, what will I do? At that time Lord Vishnu is saying that when I turn around to take away the plate and give it to Narada Muni. So immediately Lakshmi Devi did that, gave the prasad to him. Narada Muni had that prasad, he was jumping in ecstasy. I got Maha-Prasad, I got Maha-Prasad, he's jumping. With his veena he's singing. Narada Muni bajaye veena radhika ramana name. In ecstasy he's singing the glories of the lordships. And Lord Shiva was passing by on Nandi. You're so happy in life? What happened? And he said, I got Maha-Prasad of Vishnu, I got Maha-Prasad of Vishnu. And at that time, Lord Shiva is asking Narada Muni, I'm sure you might have kept some prasad for me. Yes. And Narada Muni became quiet and he said, oops, prasadam over. So at that time, Lord Shiva said, no, see, something will be there. So at that time, Narada Muni saw in his nails, there was one grain of prasadam that was stuck. And Lord Shiva took that, he ate that, he went into ecstasy. And he started doing tandav. Now when I was hearing this pastor, I was thinking, prasad is so rare that these people are struggling to have prasad. And look at us, every Sunday we get plate full of prasad. And then we get second serve, third serve. Yes? How rare, yeah, unlimited. How rare prasadam is and how glorious it is, we can understand from this pastime. Once Ramanujacharya, he was crossing with his 5 sannyasi disciples. Just to show the power of Maha-Prasadam. They had Maha-Prasadam, he took half of it and he threw it in the lake. It seems some fishes who ate that, they got 400 Vishnu form and they came out of the water, they went back to Vaikuntha. Now these 5 sannyasi disciples are looking at, what happened? And Ramanujacharya said, this is the power of Maha-Prasad. And we see, many pastime in ISKCON also. Okay, how many of you have come to bhakti just by having prasadam? Raise your hands. Oh, few of you are there. Others are shying, to raise. Yes. In fact, in ISKCON it is described the initial moment. Just think about it. Prabhupada is giving class and no one is able to understand. Because the accent was thick. Their accent is different, Prabhupada's accent is different. So initially what Prabhupada did was, he used to cook with his own hands. Can you imagine Prabhupada cooking? And Prabhupada personally offering it to Panchatattva photo? And Prabhupada personally distributing to all the APs. How tasty that prasad will be, tell me? Huh? And just by having that Maha-Prasad, those drug addicts, those woman monglers, in a day or two left all that nonsense and they all surrendered to Srila Prabhupada. Maha-Prasad. This is the glory of Maha-Prasad. one of the Prabhupada's disciples, His Holiness Radhanath Swami Maharaj, he was sharing in his class. I happened to hear that. So Maharaj was saying, see, in West it's very difficult to preach by speaking religion. Because they say that, oh, it's a different religion, we'll not hear. So what they have is, they have a different technique at that time, good number of years back. They would have cooking classes in the college. And there Maharaj was saying that we were teaching how to cook. And then they would simultaneously offer it secretly and then distribute it. And all of them they would eat. And Maharaj was saying that I would never speak any philosophy there. The only thing that I would do is I would cook, and that too in the pretext of teaching Sattvic cooking. And then we will distribute. And it seems few students, just like that, they would come and say, they would ask that, you're doing some spiritual practice, can I also get to know about it, can I get some books? And Maharaj is saying to an extent where some students would come and say, I want to surrender unto Krishna. Can you please help how to do it? Can you imagine, just by having prasad? There was one person in the same context, there was one Christian philosopher. He came and started shouting at Maharaj when he was doing kirtan and speaking to students. Then he got to know that Maharaj is taking this cooking classes. He went to the college. He was also one of the faculty in the college. He went to the other faculty and he said, we should stop this immediately. These people are demons. They want to take people away from Jesus. Stop this immediately. So other faculties and the head of the department, they said, see, they have this cooking classes. You go and start attending the classes and you observe. So say, as soon as you speak some philosophy, some religion, we'll remove that person immediately. Stop the entire thing that they're doing. So now what happened is, this person went. Maharaj is describing, he came with a big Bible and a cross in the hand to protect himself. And then he went around and then he started seeing what's happening. And Maharaj is cooking and all the students are observing. And Maharaj would make a lot of fun and students are having nice time. Now when all this thing was going on, so at that time Maharaj asked him, so how are you? And this person very arrogantly replied, I came here to see what you're teaching. And Maharaj in his own style, Prabhupada disciple after all, with humility, said, okay, no problem, you can attend, you can see. And then that person saw everyone eating and enjoying. So he was also looking at everyone. Maharaj felt he should give him also. So Maharaj said, you want to have some of it, what they are having? And at that time, he said, okay, I can taste. Then Maharaj gave him the halwa that he prepared. He started eating. That week one was done. Only one day in a week was the class, Wednesday evening. Next week again he came. The Bible size reduced. Now he's observing again, cooking and all that. Now again he sat for prasad, again he ate. Third week he came. Now it was pocket Bible in the pocket. And then he sat, Maharaj served prasad, he took prasad. And like this, for 6 continuous weeks, every time he would come, finally 6th week he came to Maharaj. He said, I have a question. And Maharaj was very fearful because these people will ask some religion question and then he has to answer and then the game over. They'll be thrown out of the place. So he came to Maharaj and he said, I have a question. And Maharaj, what's going to happen next? He said, okay, you can ask what you want. And this person he asked, can you please tell me the recipe of halwa that you made? And Maharaj sat there, he wrote the recipe and he gave it to him. He went, he cooked himself, he ate. Again 7th week he comes. And then he tells Maharaj that my halwa is not tasting like your halwa. And that time Maharaj was sharing that was the time when he started asking questions and he said, what is your philosophy? What are you following? Maharaj said, see, here in this place I cannot tell. He said, no problem, we'll go outside. He was now inquisitive to know about it. And then he took books from Maharaj and he read it and he said, oh, it's only chanting that is written about Hare Krishna. And Maharaj is saying that after that particular day, he went to other faculties and he said, you should call this person, pointing at Radhanath Swami Maharaj, you should call this person, he's very learned, you should call him to different classes and he should speak on philosophy. Can you imagine? Just by having prasadam. So this is Maha-Prasadam. Now, there's one more very important thing to note. There is Maha-Prasadam and there is something more to that. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is saying here, Krishnera Uchishtahaya Maha-Prasada Nama. So Krishna's Uchishta is called as Maha-Prasad. Bhakta Shesha Haila Maha-Prasada Khyana. And he said, Krishna's Uchishta is called Maha-Prasad. When the Bhakta, when devotee takes that Maha-Prasad, that is called as Maha-Prasad. And you know what? Maha-Prasad is very strong, very powerful. Maha is even more strong. So all of you remember, there are three powerful elements in the life of a devotee which helps the devotee to advance in bhakti. Please repeat. Bhakta pada dhuli, ara bhakta pada jal, bhakta bhukta avashesha, tini mahabal. Shri Gandharvika Giridhari Srimad Mahaprabhu ki. So here it is said, what are those three elements which are very, very powerful and helps the devotee to advance? Bhakta pada dhuli, dust of the feet of a devotee. So all those people who get seva of cleaning the temple after the Sunday feast class, you're very fortunate. You can get that dust on your body, devotee's dust. Bhakta pada dhuli, bhakta pada jal, the water that has washed the feet of the devotee. And finally, bhakta bhukta avashesha, the Maha-Prasadam that is left in the plate of a devotee. Little bit whatever. I know there are some devotees, they go and from the garbage bin they take bhakta bhukta avashesha and they eat. My God. So much of faith on this shloka. See, everyone knows the shloka. Everyone has heard about Maha. The only thing that we do is, Prabhu, give me Maha no, from your plate. Gulab Jamun you give. So we are very particular about Maha. But you know, there are some devotees, they are very, very strong. They have that strong faith on this line that if I just take Maha, doesn't matter in which form, I will be benefited. And like that in Chaitanya Charitamrita we had one devotee called, anyone? No. If I'm not wrong, his name was Kalidas. This devotee, his entire goal of life was, in that entire area, whichever devotee stays, their Uchishta he would take. Some other reason, some trick he will go and take Uchishta. But one family was very intelligent. They would clean the entire plate and then only wash and throw outside. Now this devotee felt, we are not getting Uchishta only of this family. You know what he did? One day he took nice ripened mangoes, he gifted them. Please take, offer it to Krishna, you can have. And those devotees, they offer it to Krishna, they had now skin and the seed. They cannot eat, no. They threw it outside. Then that devotee comes, hey, finally I got it. And Mahaprabhu was very, very pleased with this devotee. Mahaprabhu would never allow anyone to wash his feet and drink the water. But Mahaprabhu was so pleased with this devotee that one day this devotee came, very boldly he washed the feet of Mahaprabhu, he drank the water. And everyone around, they were like, we never got this. And the secretaries of Mahaprabhu, they said, hey, out. Mahaprabhu said, no, it's okay. Again he was, second time he drank, third time he drank. Then Mahaprabhu said, enough. Can you imagine the power of Maha? That Lord is getting pleased with Maha. And it's described. One, I'll ask you all, you have to tell me who is that personality. One personality in Bhagavatam who had Maha and he became a devotee. The famous Narada Muni. Narada Muni, he says that Uchishta Lepan Anumodito Dvijah 1.5.25 Bhagavat. He says that those Bhakti Vedantas who came to my place, he was just a maidservant's son. No school, nothing. No etiquette, nothing. But he had that mode of serving. He would serve and he says, Sakrat, only once I took the permission of the Bhakti Vedantas and took the remnants from them. And he says, just by taking remnants once, I got purified in the heart, and that very time I became very attracted to devotional service. So this one thing was the reason for Narada Muni to become a devotee. So we spoke about Narada Muni, we spoke about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's pastime. In Prabhupada's pastime you find this very, very wonderful case study again. The glory of Maha. Shrutakirti Prabhu, Prabhupada's secretary, personal servant, he says this in one of the lectures. He says, Prabhupada and Shrutakirti Prabhu and one more devotee, his name was Paramhamsa Prabhu. These three devotees were traveling from Mexico to Caracas. So Prabhupada was hungry, so he asked for Prasad. Shrutakirti Prabhu, he removed puffed rice. You understand puffed rice, everyone? Puffed rice and peanuts. And he gave it to Prabhupada. And then Prabhupada had for 10 minutes. And the same thing, he passed it on. He said, okay. Prabhupada said, okay. Then Shrutakirti Prabhu understood. See, Prabhupada disciples, they never wanted some explicit instructions. Just indication of Prabhupada was enough. They understood what Prabhupada wants. Once Prabhupada was there sitting in his room and Prabhupada looked at the window, Prabhuji understood his servant. He has to close the window. For us, even after telling, we don't do. Now, that is our situation. Third class. They are all first class. So Prabhupada ate for 10 minutes and he said, okay. And Shrutakirti Prabhu understood, Prabhupada is done. He took the plate. And then he gave it to Paramhamsa Prabhu. And then he was having plate with himself, having remnants of Prabhupada. And that time, in ISKCON, everyone would wait for Prabhupada's Maha. You can imagine, no? Prabhupada's Maha. They would wait. Now it happened in that they were in the flight, it's flying. The air hostess came and she did a very weird activity. She just put her hand into the plate, she took and she ate. And he asked, oh, this is very nice. What is this? And Shrutakirti Prabhu is shocked. We all disciples, we hanker for Prabhupada's Maha, and this lady, we don't know who she is. She just came and she just put her hand and she ate. What is this? And then he said, see, we are vegetarians, we carry our own food. Oh, that's the case. Would you like to have anything? I would like to serve you. And Shrutakirti Prabhu looked at Prabhupada. And Prabhupada said, we can take hot milk. Immediately, air hostess, she got 3 glasses of milk and she gave it to these 3. Serving Prabhupada and serving Prabhupada's disciple. Okay, so this is done. Some devotees, they were doing book distribution. Book marathon is going on. They were doing book distribution in a very, very remote place. It was a dense forest, they crossed that forest, they were doing it in a very remote place. And in that remote place, there were houses and they would go door to door. Are you all doing door to door book distribution? Yes. We have a slogan, Har Ghar Gita. That's our goal. Yes. In every house we should have Gita. So they were going door to door and they were knocking the doors and they were distributing the books. Very remote place. No temple around, no devotee association around. They knocked the door. And the door opened and there was one lady who opened the door. And she was in tilak. And then she called inside, oh, please come inside. And they saw altar, they saw Prabhupada's photo, they saw Prabhupada's book. They were shocked. They said, in this remote place, how come there is a devotee? And then they asked, how you became a devotee? And she said, 10 years back I was an air hostess. 10 years back I was an air hostess. So now, she said that 10 years back this incident happened. And after naturally I felt attracted towards Swamiji. And then I wanted the books. I got books from devotees and rest is history. Now I am devotee. Can you imagine the power of Maha? Therefore, it's very important that when we are honoring Maha-Prasad, or if we are fortunate we get Maha of some devotee, yes, so we should honor it with a lot of respect. That pastime which I told about Ramanacharya, you all remember? 5 sannyasis watching. Those 5 sannyasis, they felt, we eat Maha-Prasad every day. Plate full of Maha-Prasad. But we are not getting this benefit. And they asked Ramanacharya, what is the secret? At that time Ramanacharya said, see, when it comes to us, we have free will and we commit offenses. But these fishes, They don't have free will. They are all programmed, the animals. So they don't commit any offense. Therefore, they got the benefit. And he instructed, therefore you should honor Maha-Prasad. We don't eat Maha-Prasad, right? We honor. We eat food. And we honor the spiritual potency. So when spiritual potency and food come together, that's Maha-Prasad. Now the question is, do we eat or we honor? And the answer is we honor. Because that's spiritual potency. So now it is described that when we honor it with awe and reverence, we get the same benefit what we have discussed today throughout the class. Therefore the Maha-Prasadam prayer that we chant, Sharira Vidya Jar, Jade Indriya Tahe Kal, Jive Pele Vishwa Sagare, Taram Madhe Jivati, Lobh Mohe Sudurmati, Take Jita Katin Samsare, Krishna Vada Dev Mai, Kari Vare Jiva Jai, Swa Prasad Anna Dilo Bhai. Now, say Annamrita Pao, Radha Krishna Guna Gava. This is the mode of honoring Prasadam. Where we are there in front of the Maha-Prasadam plate, we are offering prayers in 1x speed, not 2x. And we are looking at the Maha-Prasadam and remembering how merciful my Lord is. And how powerful this is. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself, he is making this very important point. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is saying, E dravya eta swada, ka hai te aila, Krishnera adharamrita ethe sancharila. So Mahaprabhu is saying, why this Maha-Prasad is so tasty? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is saying, because this is mixed with the saliva of Krishna. And why will Maha-Prasad will not be powerful? So Prasad means cooked by a devotee, served by a devotee. And naturally whoever eats becomes a devotee. Very, very important. Very, very important. Therefore, first thing is, we have to understand actually what is Maha-Prasad. Second is, we should be very, very grateful that there are so many people who don't get, we are getting it. Remember Narada Muni and Lord Shiva's pastime. And then, finally, while honoring Prasad, we should be in the mood of service and not in the mood of enjoyment. Yes, now Prasadam is here. Let me offer prayers and let me honor Maha-Prasad. Not in mode of enjoyment, but in the mode of service. Krishna has come in this mode, in this form to help me. Let me accept it. And let me pray to Krishna. Krishna, I really want to come back to you. I don't want anything in life now. I just want you. Thank you very much for helping me. So in this way, when we have this mode and when we honor Prasadam, such miracles which we just discussed in today's class will happen in our life also. Senses, sense object coming together and we suffering. Along with that, if we keep taking Maha-Prasad, naturally we get elevated on the platform of Krishna consciousness. And when we continuously practice Bhakti 24/7, executing 64 Angas of Bhakti, we'll surely attain Krishna Prem this very life. And that is our goal of life. There's nothing else apart from this. Thank you very much. Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki Jai. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Any questions anyone wants to ask? Okay, how many of you have questions? Raise your hands first. 1, 2, 3. Okay, 3 questions we'll take.
Prabhu, today's class is very nice and fantastic. Many of us had a dream to join in bits, but we were not able to get through. But you did your studies in bits. When did you turn towards Krishna? What is your turning point story towards Krishna?
Oh my God. Hare Krishna TV interviewed me for 1.5 hours. You can see that video. They were asking same questions. I would say, Prabhu, it's mercy of devotees only. Yes. Amarendra Prabhu is my mentor. So, in his house, I began my journey. Prabhuji's prayers, his parents' prayers, his blessings. And I was very fortunate. Amarendra Prabhu took us to ISKCON Jew temple. And I was not knowing much. I just started my journey because I was very inquisitive. Many questions I had. And in that Jew temple, everyone was waiting outside the house and they were all saying there is Prabhupada disciple inside, Prabhupada disciple inside. And I was not knowing much about all that. I said, okay, Prabhupada and Prabhupada disciple, okay, maybe big people. And from inside, a big plate of Maha-Prasad came. And I was not knowing what it is, but all the devotees were grabbing it. I also grabbed because everyone was doing. Later when we went inside, I got to know it's Jayapataka Maharaj Maha that came out. And Maharaj blessed us with his that toothbrush. This was 2011 I'm talking about. Yeah. And then after that, mercy from Giriraj Maharaj, mercy from Radhanath Maharaj, and all my superiors. So this shift, if I have to say, it's only mercy. It's not something, nothing of my own. I cannot say I did this some sadhana and then with sadhana. It's all mercy, because this desire that I want to only serve Krishna and do nothing else, only that person can give who has this. So therefore I give all the credit to all my superiors who has blessed me till now, and I seek blessings even in future, because the goal is just to serve Krishna, nothing else we need to do in life, only bhakti. So with this, now if that mercy flows, I think we can continue. The answer to your question is mercy of devotees. More details, the Hare Krishna TV video. Sorry. Yes, anything else? Yes, Mataji, someone was having a question. Hare Krishna.
Senses are very strong and sense objects. And how we can turn this towards
How to turn senses towards Krishna? In Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, Rupa Goswami, he says, Atha Shri Krishna Namadina Bhavet Grayam Indriyai Sevon Mukhe Jivhado Swayam Eva Spuratyada. It's very easy to say that, I'll engage all my senses in service of Krishna. But it's not that easy, Especially when you're fasting full day. And suddenly when Maha-Prasad comes in front, we're like demons. But here it is said, Atha Shri Krishna Namadi na bhavet grayam indri. We cannot capture Krishna with our senses. But there is a trick that is given. Sevon mukhehi jivhado. But when we serve the Lord through the tongue, Swayam eva spurutya, Krishna will manifest himself. So when we serve Krishna with our tongue, that is by chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra, every single day, attentively, with focus, with quality, Krishna inspires us how to engage sense and service of the Lord. Therefore it is said, Rishikena, Rishikesha Sevanam Bhakti Ruchyate. So when that will happen, when all our senses will get engaged in service of the Lord, when Krishna inspires? Yes. Krishna will inspire and help us to abide by the instruction of the Guru. And by the mercy of Guru and Krishna will be able to engage all our senses in service of the Lord. Mechanically, if we try to do things, it's good. We have to help all our senses to be in service of the Lord, like Ambrish Maharaj was doing. Savai Mana Krishna Padara Vindayo, engaging mind in thinking about Krishna. Vachamsi Vaikunta Gunanu Varnane, engaging the tongue in speaking about Krishna. Karer Harer Mandira Marjanadishu, cleaning the temple of the Lord, and then using the tongue in speaking about the Lord, and then using the legs and walking towards the temple. So we can practice, that's very important. But actually we'll be able to engage the senses of the Lord properly with this mood what I discussed today, by the mercy of the Lord. And that begins with tongue, chanting Hare Krishna. So we need to do that very nicely. And when we do Shravanam, today morning I gave a class on Shravanam in SNGM. So I was making this point that if we do Shravanam very nicely, Krishna will inspire us from within. That how all the senses can be engaged in service of the Lord. Especially for Grihastha, it's a very, very important thing. Brahmacharis, we don't have much. Grihasthas have a lot of possessions. So how to use that in service of the Lord? Krishna has to inspire us, give us ideas to do it. And we can always take guidance from senior devotees. Hare Krishna.
So when I will get some problems, I will be lacking that time. How I have strong faith of Krishna? How I have to get strong?
So Mataji's question is, when I get problems, I get a lot of dilemma. How to have faith on Krishna? That's your question? How to have faith on Krishna? See, one thing that we have to see, naturally, when it comes to us, we are ungrateful, naturally. In this world also you see, all of us say someone does something good to us or we do good thing to someone. That person forgets. And we are very frustrated. How he forgot? I did so much for him. He forgets. And same is with us also. Someone does something for us, we also forget. And the worst part is, we forget whatever Guru and Krishna have done for us. Yeah? Worst part is that, whatever Guru and Krishna has done for us. I'll tell a very important thing where you can contemplate and that will help you. See, all of us, we are sitting here, we are having nice time, smiling, and now Prasad Bhoga is all getting offered, Prasad will get ready. With this mood, all of us will have Prasad now. Yes. But you know what? There are many people, I'm talking about devotees, who are struggling. They are nice devotees, but they're struggling. There's one boy, whom I heard about. That I've been telling this in different classes, I'll tell here also. So now when you're looking at me, are you able to simultaneously know who is sitting beside you? Able to see, right? Something? Above and below also? For this boy, it's black like this. Black. Only in front he can see. Some disease. Now this boy, when he walks like this, by the way, he's born in a devotee family. His parents are initiated. Now when he's walking, so what is happening is he cannot see. Now see, when we are walking, we know stone is there. It's not that we look down and walk. We walk straight. So when he walks, it seems he stumbles many times with some stone, this and that, and he gets hurt, fracture. And when he looks down and walks, he'll go and bang on someone. He's so annoyed with himself. Why this? And he's not able to increase the rounds beyond 4. Do we have that problem? Similar problem we have, is it? Yes. Lord is so merciful that He has given us this body which is working, first. Second, Lord is so merciful that giving this body has given us association of devotees who are fired up, enthusiastic, and in that association, He is inspiring us to practice bhakti. See, problem, many times devotees say problem. What problem we have? Some material problem you're talking about? Yes. But you know what? Devotees, they feel only bad when their sadhana gets affected. You should cry, you should feel bad when your sadhana gets affected. Materially, whatever happens, okay, no, what's the problem? Some past karma. It is blasting now. And who did that karma? We only. So why are you acting innocent? I don't know why this is happening to me. And we have done all nonsense that is happening to us now. It's okay, let's accept it. But you know what? At that time you should analyze, am I able to do my sadhana properly or no? Immediately as soon as you get answer yes, you should thank Krishna. Thank you very much, O Lord, for everything. Everything. Because finally for a devotee what matters is consistent sadhana and nothing else. Everything will come with time. Everything will come. But because of material problems we go down, then it's a problem. So whenever you feel low, you ask yourself, do I have devotee association? Do I have beads with me? Do I have Bhagavad Gita as it is? Do I have inspiration to practice bhakti? Am I chanting my 16 rounds? If everything is good, just smile and thank the Lord. You will see that problem will become very, very small. Very, very small. Like Srila Prabhupada, when he was on the ship with 2 heart attacks, what does he write in Jaladutta diary? Can someone tell me? 2 entries are there. One entry is, I got heart attack, 2 heart attacks. If I would have got third one, I would have died. That's one entry. After that, there is one entry where Prabhupada writes something. What's that? Huh? And that's a song that when he's about to get down at Boston, he writes before that. That's a dream, yeah. Prabhupada writes that in this situation, my only solace is Chaitanya Charitamrita. He writes that. With 2 heart attacks, this devotee is saying, my only solace is Chaitanya Charitamrita. When he was in Butler, Pennsylvania, when he's struggling for various different things, money, there's no money for food, clothes, etc. There he writes one entry in his diary and he says that my situation was very bad, I'm struggling with all this, but I'm very satisfied that every day I'm able to chant Hare Krishna and I'm able to offer food to Krishna and honor Prasad. Acharya, he's making it very clear, I'm satisfied. He's making it very clear, I'm satisfied. So Prabhupada is teaching us what should be satisfied with and what we should ignore. Is that okay, Mataji? I can speak for another 1 hour, but we'll start.
I understood the question. Also, answer also I am aware, but I am looking for any other solution. Prabhuji, you mentioned that the strongest part is the sense actually, tongue actually. If we control the tongue, everything will be in line. Understood. But when we go out actually, we have to plan ourselves, prepare some prasad and go with that. What if that is missed? What is the resolution?
I'll give you an extreme example. One of our devotees, he had gone to one place, there was no prasadam available. And his trip was for 1 month or 2 months. In those 2 months, the devotee took curd and banana. Only. Curd and banana only. Now this is very extreme. Now you need to have that much of determination. For Grihastha devotees, anyways, everything you all plan and go. No, there's nothing like achanak. Yatra also 2-3 months planning is needed. Going to relatives place 2-3 months planning. So that devotee is very determined to have only prasad, will plan. I know some devotees who go to some relative's house and they plan and they say that, say I will come and I will assist you in cooking and I will do something which will make the food very tasty. That is offering. So you go assist in cooking, he will only offer, and then he say, please serve me prasad. Please serve me food. Now the host is also happy. Especially when we are traveling, we need to make arrangements and go out. Devotees shouldn't feel shortage of any prasad, anytime. Therefore, whenever we are going out, we should have prasad with us, ample amount, and we should go out.
But Prabhuji, I see some devotees buy something which is already cooked, like for example, any dates or anything which is already packed around in the shop will get it, right? That will offer and have, is that acceptable?
Fruits is okay. Fruits. Okay, by the way, this is for strict devotees, okay? Who have taken a vow. Not for devotees, who are eating everywhere, here and there. Now they're wondering in train, what should I eat? I'm not talking about those devotees. I'm talking about strict devotees initiated or taken a vow only prasad. The ones who have not taken a vow of only prasad, don't worry. Chill. I'm talking about those who have taken a vow about only prasad. For them, fruits can be taken and we can offer it. If you have a photo in the train itself, you can offer, or mentally you can offer. Milk can be taken, curd can be taken. Cooked food is something that devotees don't take. Because it is cooked by a materialist, he might have tasted it, we cannot offer it to the Lord, so we cannot take. So cooked food is not something that is sanctioned for us when we are traveling. Outside we cannot take cooked food. But there are devotees who are not very strict, so they are okay. They will have Jain food and this and that. So you decide what strictness level you want to follow and you follow. Best is only prasad. Below that is without onion garlic food I'll take. Doesn't matter from where it is, I'll take. Below that is regularly I'll come to temple, at least I'll take prasad here. Yes? Below that nothing is there. So we have these three basic levels and we can follow. But we have to choose which level. And also as guides, when you're guiding people, we should see what is their level. That person is struggling to chant 4 rounds and the preacher is preaching only prasad. Only prasad. Krishna Pada Doima, only prasad. Now that devotee will say, what's the point? Therefore, depending on the level of the devotee, we should preach. And that devotee should also be accepting. And slowly and steadily, devotees with time, before dying, for good number of years, we should be taking only prasad and nothing else. We should come to that platform. So what's the point? We will come to that platform and we're saying we'll go back home, go back home. How will that happen? Make sense, bro? Yes? Very well.
If by mistakenly we have taken onion garlic, very by mistakenly we have taken, so will this is
that's okay then. Don't worry so much.
Or, like,
Just beg forgiveness to the Lord.
Some mistake, or we have done some Vaishnava aparad, because one time it happened with me, and I always felt like I have did some aparad or something I have done, that the thing I have by mistakenly done.
So by mistake, Mata's question is by mistakenly, galti se, ek baar, मैंने onion garlic ले लिया. So what is the thing? So just beg forgiveness since it's in ignorance. We can beg forgiveness to the Lord that please forgive me. I'll not repeat this, and be aware of what mistake was done. Because many times it happens that because we have not taken care, because we are not conscious of what we are eating, so that has happened. So be more conscious. Should be more conscious.
What is trying for Krishna? Why Krishna is testing Prabhu?
No, didn't get. One is crying for Krishna, one is?
Why Krishna is testing from Maya?
No, Krishna is testing because if the living entity has desire to enjoy, Krishna wants to give more facility, go enjoy more. If you really want to come to me, if you really, this is actual cries. These are not crocodile tears, to check that. No, Krishna is okay, theek hai. Maya, go test him. And if he's really genuine, okay, then he'll say, Mam Maya Duratya, Krishna says, right? But Mam eva e prapadyante Maya metam tarat. So he'll tell Maya that, Maya chalo hato, don't trouble him. But Krishna himself will employ Maya to check if devotee really has desire to enjoy or no. Because Krishna does not want to do anything by force. Yes. So since he doesn't want to do anything by force, so he wants to test and see, is it by force he's coming to me, or he really wants to serve me? So Maya will test and Maya will go and give report by force. Okay, give me more enjoyment. And then second, oh no, Maya, he is now by his own will is coming. Okay, then you don't trouble him now. Understanding the point? Like that. Okay, it's already 11.
No. So when you really die in front of Krishna and you pass the test of Maya, then this Karma Siddhanta and the past impact of karma will come into picture. How does that be abundant?
Okay, so this is a 1.5 hours class on the shloka. Aprarabdha phalam papam kotam bijam phalonmukham kramainaiva praliyate Vishnu bhakti ratatmanah. I'm going to speak in a very short way. Now don't ask question on this. Okay. Soon I'm going to give a seminar on this, so you can watch it. It will be there on some channel. So we have aprarabdha, prarabdha, kota, bija. 4 elements are there because of past sinful activities. Aprarabdha, everyone knows. Those things are not manifested yet. It's there in the stock. Prarabdha means what is manifested now already. Like this body, you cannot change the body. Family members you cannot change. Yes. In one class I was telling that you cannot change your spouse, and one boy, no bro, it's possible. So you cannot change many things, right, which are fixed. That's called prarabdha. Your death date cannot be changed, birth date cannot be changed. Prarabdha. Now kutam bijam are very deadly. Kutam means sinful tendency. Okay. Say I commit a sin, say I drink alcohol. So I get sinful tendency to sin. Natural, the tendency will come to sin. General. And then I get a specific sinful desire to do one specific sinful activity. Like for example, say I'm drinking alcohol, say I've drunk alcohol in the past, I have sinful tendency now. And that sinful tendency is generic. Maybe, to spoil a woman's chastity or to eat meat or anything, that tendency is there. But now, with some trigger in this life, now that will become specific desire, that's called bija. Now that specific desire is, okay, now I have to go and drink alcohol or go and rape a woman. That's sinful and desire will come. So this is called a specific sinful desire. Now this particular shloka says when we do bhakti, so what happens is, in sequence, kramainaiva praliyate, one by one they are destroyed. When we do Shuddha Bhakti, not mixed Bhakti. Shuddha Bhakti means 50% of the wakeful time in 64 rangas of Bhakti. You understood? Say we sleep for 8 hours. How many hours remains? 16. So we are awake 16 hours. So out of that, minimum 8 hours we should be doing Bhakti. Bhakti means 64 rangas of Bhakti. Shravanam, Kirtanam, Adi. You're supposed to do that. That's called Shuddha Bhakti. And what to talk about those whose 24/7 is there in Bhakti? What to talk about those? So that is called Shuddha Bhakti. And obviously other things are there where my goal is only to attain Krishna, I don't want anything else in life, all that. So now when I'm doing Shuddha Bhakti, the first symptom is called Kleshagni. This is there in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. Then when Kleshagni happens, so in sequence all these things will go away. First thing is aprarabdha is destroyed. Now I don't know how much stock was there for many lifetimes, that is destroyed. Second thing that takes place is the generic sinful tendency is destroyed. Then specific sinful tendency is destroyed. Then prarabdha is also destroyed to an extent where you can extend your lifespan as well. You can get rid of all those diseases, the diseases that is there in the body troubling, that also can be destroyed easily. Now the question is, how will I understand this happening or no? Everyone has this question? I also had this question. And you know what is the answer? Answer is, do I have sinful tendency or no? Say I have a sinful tendency to cheat someone or to enjoy opposite gender who is not my partner, or to steal something, or to be a hypocrite. All these sinful desires, When we have a sinful tendency, we should, our prarabdha only is not gone. Prarabdha is end, last one. How can I expect prarabdha to go? So now when my sinful tendency is not going, it means I'm not doing Shuddha Bhakti. That's the answer. So first we should do Shuddha Bhakti, then we should expect all these things should go away. Make sense? Yes.
But on these things, will that test happen? We
What?
are literally crying. We want to reach Krishna. But we have some this portion.
No, if you're really crying to reach Krishna, then we'll do Shuddha Bhakti. If you're really crying, no, we'll do Shuddha Bhakti. Krishna, I just want you. He'll do only Bhakti, he'll not do anything else.
So you mean to say, when all these things are nullified, then only you'll get the real cry. That's what I'm saying.
Real cry comes when you actually want Krishna, nothing else. Say, I'm crying, and along with that, I want money also, I want this also, I want that also, I want my situation to be very peaceful, I want to be satisfied in life. And then along with that, Krishna also.
We have all these things, but we have even that stock carrying with us. What would be the...
If you're doing Shuddha Bhakti, all the stock will go away. But if you have all these desires and stock is there,
It cannot be momentary. It has to be developed. True.
a simple funda is you have all these different desires. Based on how much you surrender to Krishna, that much all these will keep getting destroyed. They will not get destroyed completely.
I don't have desire,
Yeah.
but I have stock, past stock.
Past stock, that's what. Little go away depending on how much you surrender to Krishna.
So that realization cannot happen momentarily. That's what.
Obviously. Yeah. But for devotees, there's a check if you're really doing Shuddha Bhakti or not. Our sinful tendencies are gone, or still I have sinful tendencies. If I have sinful tendency, it means I'm not there on platform of Shuddha Bhakti. Then we should rearrange our lifestyle and come to Shuddha Bhakti. Can we stop now? Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. Grantaraj Srimad Bhagavatam ki. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki. Hare